2KN Today.
Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofus.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And Turner Blofus here, going to be serving you listeners until the end of the postgame show. And we got the Breckenridge Cowgirls taking on Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. Quite the Section 6A clash that we got ahead of us. And let's just dive into it, folks. Let's start off with your Power Poll ranking, as we always do, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company on for Conservation. And Section 6A North and Hillcrest Lutheran Academy as good as advertised, and they've also just moved into number 10 in the Minnesota basketball poll, riding a 3-game winning streak. They are 20-1 in section play, 22-3 on the year. They're number 8 in the state by QRF ranking. And then Underwood up next with a 20-5 mark. They're number 30 in the state by QRF, 19-4 on the year. They lost to Breckenridge 55-50 and are the back-to-back Section 6A champs. So definitely not to be overlooked here at the number 2 spot in Section 6A North. On to New York Mills. They're 19-5 on the year. They have been riding, or they just had their 12-game winning streak snap in a 48-42 loss to Hillcrest on Tuesday. So Hillcrest, once again, not to be trifled with either. Park Christian up next. They are 16-8, 8-5 on the year. They've won their last 2 games. They're 69-54, or they lost 69-54 to Breckenridge earlier this year. Breckenridge kind of manhandled them here at on their home court. And then we got Lake Park Audubon, 16-9 on the year, 7-5 in Section 6A play. They've won their last 2, and they have a 64-54 loss to Breckenridge on the resume. Now for your South Power Poll ranking. This is still brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company on for Conservation. And we'll start off with the Breckenridge Cowgirls at the top of Section 6A South. And also, if you ask the QRF, they got them number 4 in the state by QRF. 7 straight wins. Number 5 in the Minnesota Basketball News Poll. West Central area up next. They're 19-6 on the year, 6-1 in Section 6A play. 11 in the state by QRF ranking. They have 5 straight wins and a 9-point loss to Breckenridge. So Breckenridge has a lot of key wins in this Power Poll ranking, if you guys haven't picked up on that. And West Central is good enough for number 9 in the Minnesota Basketball News Poll. 1 spot ahead of Hillcrest, actually. Hancock Owls up next, who ended Breckenridge's season last year. I'm sure all of you listeners remember that. 20-5 they are on the year, 15-3 in Section 6A play. Wheaton-Herman Norcross, who has a 79-52 loss to Breckenridge on the resume, and also a win over Hillcrest, but Hillcrest was down 2 of their best players in that one, so kind of a caveat there, but just thought I would throw it in anyways. And then Parker's Prairie at the 5 spot for Section 6A South, riding a 4-game winning streak, 15-10 on the year, 11-9 in Section 6A play. That is a look at your Power Poll ranking, once again brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company on for Conservation. And we'll move on to our State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Yeah, we really front-load this Red River Grain pregame show, don't we? We'll run through the statistics from the 55-50 win at Underwood on Tuesday. And we had Ava Janing going for 17 points on 5-7 shooting from the field, 6-6 from the stripe, 3 steals. Jonica Bernades had 10 points in the game, 3 of 8 shooting from the field. And, I'm actually just going to double-check that I got the right Power Poll ranking just to be 100% sure, because Robert Wanig does a fantastic job of sending these my way, but I always get scared that I pulled one from the wrong game. But no, we got the right one, luckily, here. Once again, a 55-50 road win at Underwood. Jonica Bernades had 10 points in that victory. 10 rebounds as well. Wow, Jonica getting on the glass. 2 assists in the victory. Parker Yagi held to 7 points, but once again, they still had enough firepower for the win. 4 rebounds and assists as well. Anna Spear hit from deep 1 time and her 6 points. And then Erin Blofus, 6 points as well. 5 rebounds and a steal. Kind of a nice bounce-back performance from her. And after a forgettable one at Park Rapids, I know. And now on to the second half of the stat report. Breckenridge's season leaders on the year. You guys know the drill. Parker Yagi leading the way with 15.4 points, 6.3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals. That is not too shabby at all. Right behind her with 12.5 points per game, we got Jonica Bernades, who also averages 4.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and 1.5 steals. I didn't realize how good of a rebounder Jonica has been this year. Fantastic. 4.5 boards per game from a guard spot. That's not bad at all. Ava Janing up next. 9.5 points per game, 3.5 boards, 2.5 assists, and 2.5 steals to go along with it. Sydney Roberts coming into this one, averaging 9 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And then Piper Janing up next, the fifth starter, or one of the other starters for the squad. Ava Janing does not start. Aaron Bloffis is the other starter. 7.9 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.8 steals. We'll tell you who the starters are when we come back later. Actually, we're going to get to that later in the pregame show, but we'll come back with your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors, as well as your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. You are listening to Breckenridge basketball, getting ready for a massive Section 6A showdown with Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And it is time, folks, for your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wahpeton. And you know what? This is going to sound a little silly because I was just talking about how Breckenridge picks up all these really key wins. You know, they've won, whenever it seems like they're in a massive matchup and the pressure kind of gets added on a little bit, it seems like that's when Breckenridge plays at their best and picks up the big wins. So, it sounds kind of silly saying, come out and, really just come out and really set the tone from the get-go. But I think their defense really is what needs to come out. And they need to come out and start bullying people because they need to come out with an edge tonight and kind of rough up the Comets here to set the tone in this game and show what kind of a game it's going to be on the home floor. Maybe it's just because I'm slightly crabby here on the broadcast that I'm feeling like they need to come out here and really set the tone and play some bully ball here from the get-go. But you know what? If I can throw it out in the universe and then if it rubs off on the team I'm covering, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, was it? Would it? So I'm going to say come out, get off to a hot start, and lock in and, help the defense. Defense especially needs to be locked in. The offense will kind of take care of itself if the defense is forcing turnovers like crazy. We've seen when Breckenridge gets that full court press going and can frustrate some of the best foes that they have ended up going against. So we'll see if that's going to be the case again today. That is my key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors Wahpeton. Come out, set the tone, play some physical basketball, and frustrate the Comets as much as possible as they come into this ball game. The top team from the north subsection, Breckenridge is the top team in the south subsection. And now for your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And still for Breckenridge, just the lone injury being Emily Gowan for the Cowgirls, so we will not be seeing her, the entirety of the season. So very unfortunate. But if there's any good news there, that is that luckily they're injury-free the rest of the way. Knocking on my wooden table I got here. Do not worry, I'm on top of it. And then I believe that Hillcrest Lutheran Academy is coming in this one relatively injury-free as well. They were down a couple girls for a while, but luckily we're able to get them back. So, they were lucky to get healthy at the right time here, right before the postseason kicks off. And I'm going to tell you who's going to be starting for the Comets and Cowgirls when we come back. You are listening to Breckenridge the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
All right, we bailed out of the commercial break just a little bit early, folks, because you guys need to be here for Sweet Caroline. Carter Cava, baby. Yes. Carter leading the crowd. If you guys are watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel, my apologies, I'm talking over him. So good. So good. So good. This is the best pregame show we've ever had. The Red River Grain pregame show continues to the chorus of the Breckenridge Band and Carter Cava, providing us with their talents. My mood just did a complete 180. I was crabby 2 minutes ago. I'm so happy right now. But time for your starting lineups. Brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And starting for the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, we got Emerson Berge. She's a 5'7" freshman wearing number 0. Stella Molina up next. She's a freshman who's listed at 5'6", very young squad. She wears number 3. And then we got Elsa Retzlaff, who you got to watch out for her. She's one of the top players in the area, 5'9" freshman, wears number 10. Elin Retzlaff, a 7th grader who starts for the squad and wears number 11. And then rounding it out is the lone senior in the starting 5, and one of the 2 seniors on the team, Ruby Peterson. She rocks number 24 and is listed at 5'7". And I got a couple girls who are listed at 5'11" and 5'10" coming off the bench. So, kind of more of a small ball lineup, but shout out to the band and Carter. That was outstanding. That made my day. But that is a look at the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy starters, and now for the Breckenridge Cowgirls starters. They go like this: Sydney Roberts, number 0, the 5'6" senior, and a 3-and-D specialist. She's kind of good at a lot of stuff, but, that's how she kind of made her name, at least, the 3-and-D. And then we got Jonica Bernades up next, rocking number 2, 5'7" junior. Parker Yagi, another 5'7" junior who has had a historic season, becoming the all-time leading scorer and rebounder for the program this year as a junior. Wears number 3. Piper Janning rocking number 10, 5'9" sophomore. And then Aaron Blofus rounding out 5'11" senior, wearing number 24. Other Cowgirls you can expect to see off the bench: Ava Janning, the certified 6th woman on this squad. And then we got Mariah Coltis. If you need some length, call Mariah. 6'1" sophomore, comes in off the bench and immediately gets a hand on every pass. I actually saw her ref a youth basketball game the other day, and she was accidentally swatting passes off of inbounds by literally just moving. It was hysterical. But I had to make sure to tip my hat to her. She's being a great defender even when she's repping. But and then also expect to see Anna Spear as well, who can come in and definitely stroke it from deep. So that's how she's kind of earned her minutes in the rotation. And we'll see what they got in store for the Comets today. Breckenridge Cowgirls basketball coming up next on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to your Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turnable office, and they're announcing the starting lineup, so I may as well run through mine again. Starting lineups, once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And we'll start off with, we'll go back to Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, who goes like this with number 0, Emerson Berge, a 5'7 freshman. Number 3, Stella Moline, a 5'6 freshman. Elsa Ratzlaff, another freshman. She rocks number 10. Elin Ratzlaff, a 7th grader, number 11. And then Ruby Peterson, 24. And then the Breckenridge Cowgirls. You guys should know their starting 5 by now. Folks, come on. We got this down. We got Aaron Blofus along with Piper Janing, Parker Yagi, Jonica Bernadez, and Sydney Roberts as well. Cowgirls coached by head coach Tony Bogenreef. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, coached by Hannah Clark. Assistant coaches on their squad, Ryan Retzloff, along with Greg Preston, Kate Allstad. Or my apologies. I believe, yeah, we got those right. Kate Allstad, Ruby Peterson, Ella Knudsen. Never mind, the columns are just off. So either way, that'll do it for our pregame show. And now it is time for your opening tip, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. Science of learning by doing, North Dakota State College of Science. And the opening tip is tied up for a jump ball. Fitting. Jump ball into a jump ball. So we're just going to say, let's just do it again. So this opening tip, once again, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. They're doing it NBA rules. They're saying, hey, who tied it up? Let's just have you guys do it again. Piper Janing will be jumping up with Elin Retzloff, won by Janing. Jonica Bernadez will run the show. Bernadez swinging over to Piper Janing on the left wing. By the way, the Cowgirls working to the right on your dial. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy heading left as Jonica Bernadez gets downhill for a foul right away. Bernadez heading to the stripe. Got a fantastic stroke. Been lucky to been watching it at the varsity level since she was a 7th grader. Right-handed gunner knocks down the first. So Cowgirls strike first in a battle of the 2 top teams in the separate subsections for Section 6A. And rattled in the free throw, Bernadez does. Got a 2-0 score. 17:42 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard to open up this ball game. And they're going to go with a half-court trap. Skip it over to Elsa Retzlaff. Retzlaff picks up her dribble on the left wing, skips it over to the right wing. Swung into the right corner. Dribble kick out to Peterson, lone senior in the starting five. Elsa Retzlaff, once again, keep an eye on her. The left wing, weaving through traffic, hands it off. And it is turned over. Stolen by Piper Janing. She's looking to push the tempo. Had Parker Yagi to her left, drops off the pass. Yagi scoops through traffic and lays it in for two. Piper Janing with the dime and with the steal. Parker Yagi giving her squad a 4-0 lead out the gate. 17 minutes left on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard to start off this ball game. Elsa Retzlaff, Parker Yagi guarding. They're going to force her left. Erin Bloffa switches onto her and gets out on her when she picks up her dribble. Emerson Berge with the ball. Swings over to the left wing. Retzlaff attacks the closeout. Like the mismatch that she had, but instead we got a foul on Parker Yagi. Must have been inside the circle. So Yagi picks up the foul. Retzlaff at the stripe. Get her squad on the board with 16:43 left to go in this opening half. Free throw is up, and the right-handed shooter misses the first one. So we're just getting the cobwebs off real quick here. Elsa Retzlaff going through the routine at the stripe. Right-handed shot is good. 4-1 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sydney Roberts breaks the press with ease and then has it stripped away. Dribbled into a trio of defenders. Stolen away by Ruby Peterson. Peterson looking to go downhill, but Erin Bloffa is staying straight up to force the miss. Rebounded by Piper Janing. Swung over to the right wing to Sydney Roberts. Roberts got a ball screen from Erin Bloffa. Swings over to Parker Yagi. She's directing traffic. Was looking for Bloffa down low. They go inside to her. Once again, a small ball lineup that Hillcrest likes to roll with. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. 4-1 Cowgirl lead with 16:10 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard to open up this first half. Cowgirls going with their patented full-court trap. Jonica Bernadez, Sydney Roberts, and Parker Yagi causing fits, as they have all season, but Comets are able to break the press. Elsa Retzlaff loses her dribble and picked up by Jonica Bernadez. Bernadez, come an open teammate, swings it to Yagi. Yagi drives inside, kicks out to a wide-open sniper, Sydney Roberts, but off the back iron. Jonica Bernadez tried tracking down the board, but the Comets come away with it. Retzlaff fires it ahead to Berge, who misses the layup wide open, and Parker Yagi comes away with the board. Tough break for the Comets. Sydney Roberts now has it on the left wing. Parker Yagi dribbling over the right wing, up to Erin Bloffa near the top of the key. Jonica Bernadez is going to pull the trigger from deep, and nothing but net! Jonica Bernadez for three! She's got 5 early points. 7-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 15:15 left to go in this opening half. Elsa Retzlaff looking to answer. It's that Euro step, and she misses the layup. So two tough point-blank misses for Hillcrest, but those are going to start falling as Piper Janing misses the shot, and she was thinking there was a little bit of contact on the play, but she's going to have to settle for the turnover instead. 15 minutes left to go in this opening half, and got an early substitution with Ava Janing coming in, going to the small ball lineup. The Janing girls, along with Yagi, Bernadez, and Roberts. Piper Janing going to have to hold it down on the backside, but not there in time. Elin Retzlaff picks up the next points. First field goal of the game for the Comets. Ava Janing kicks out the left corner to Sydney Roberts. Roberts swings it to Bernadez. Bernadez thought about another triple. Instead, she'll drop it off to Ava Janing. Janing getting downhill for the floater. Off the mark, Elsa Retzlaff with the board. Retzlaff immediately looking to push some tempo. Swings it over to the left wing. Peterson driving on the left side. Dribble kick out. Wide open shooter near the top of the key. And that rattles out. And last touch by... Looks like it was last touch by the Cowgirls. 7-3 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Peterson inbounding under the hoop. Gets it to a wide open Elin Retzlaff, who drops it in for an easy two. Back-to-back buckets for Elin Retzloff. Cuts lead to 2 with 14:09 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades breaks the press, gets it to Ava Janing. Ava Janing swings it to Parker Yagi. Yagi swings it to Ava Janing. Janing, dribble kick to Jonica Bernades. Bernades looking to attack the defender. Goes between a pair of defenders. Maybe a little bit of contact. Gets her own rebound, though. Almost gets her own rebound, I should say. Elsa Retzloff ends up coming away with it. Retzloff crosses the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Swings over to the right wing. Elin Retzloff. Skip to Ruby Peterson. Oh, almost picked off by Ava Janing, but didn't really time it perfectly. Kicked out to the corner to Elsa Retzloff. She skips it out to the right corner. Ruby Peterson wide open for a triple. Leaves it long. Ava Janing with the board to wrap up the possession. Gets it up to Sydney Roberts on the left wing. Jonica Bernades now has it. Skips it over to Parker Yagi on the right wing. She'll attack. Right-handed layup and one! Parker Yagi with her second bucket. 9-5. Cowgirls in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And also the second foul on Emerson Berge. So that could be a tough loss for the first half here. We're not even 5 minutes into the ball game. By the way, Aaron Blofus has checked back in for Piper Janing. And also Anna Spears in for her first action as Parker Yagi completes the three-point play. Breckenridge pressing with Spear this time. Retzlaff with Ava Janing. All up in her. Makes her get off of it. Gets it to Elin Retzlaff. Parker Yagi's got to be careful. Could have easily got called for a reach there, but she'll get doubled up by Jonica Bernades and Yagi. And then a nice little drop off there for two. Laying it in for two is Avea Stender. Stender off the nice feed. We're back to a three-point game, 10-7. Ava Janing trying to do something about that. Misses the three, though, and then tipped out of bounds by Jonica Bernades. But I'm loving how they're letting them play right now. It's a physical ball game. There's been a lot of things where the referees definitely could have gone the ticky-tacky route, but luckily we haven't seen any of that yet. 10-7. Breckenridge in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Feels like a playoff game in here. Kicked out to the right corner to Elin Retzlaff. It makes a very nice drop off, but the layup is off the mark. Doubly off the mark, but they were able to get both offensive rebounds. Now Elsa Retzlaff drives baseline. Beautiful drop off pass to the right block, and it looks like that's what Stender wanted. She said the left block's a little too hard. Let's go with the right one. Cuts the lead to 1, 10-9. Breckenridge in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades gets past the trap at half court. Dishes it off to Blofus, who gets it to Yagi. Beautiful dribble kick out to Anna Spear, who misses the shot. Rebounded by Elin Retzlaff. Cowgirls got to get back on defense. Comets trying to capitalize on the Cowgirls being disorganized. And another drop off to the block. We've seen a few of those right now. You can tell it's something they work on as Elsa Retzlaff misses the floater. Swung around to Elin Retzlaff. Dumps it into the post to Stender. Stender kicks it out to the perimeter. Great ball movement to free up Retzlaff on the right side. Off the mark, though. And Parker Yagi is able to rip down the board, despite giving up a lot of height to Stender there. 11:18 left to go in this opening half on what has been a fantastic start. Cowgirls up 10-9 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung over to the left wing to Bernades. Parker Yagi faked the cut and then decided to shoot a three. Gets her own rebound and will not lay it in. Rebounded by the Comets. Elsa Retzlaff has it right in front of the Breckenridge bench. Swings it in the left corner to Elin Retzlaff. And a nice little reverse layup off the mark. Aaron Blofus tipped it, but Jonica Bernades came up with the rebound. Bernades fired it up to Ava Janing, but a little too much mustard. Sends it into the fan section instead. Sydney Roberts checking in with 10:49 left to go. Much deserved break for Jonica Bernades after getting the Cowgirls off to a strong start. 10:49 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing and Sydney Roberts will be keying the full court press. Comets skip it out to Elsa Retzlaff. Scared the whole student section. Staying a little too close to the action. Dribble kick to the left corner. They swing it around. You hear them communicating. One more. And Sydney Roberts comes up with the steal. Roberts goes right out. Retzlaff picks up her dribble and then tried kicking out to Anna Spear, but one zigged, the other zagged, and it was thrown into the bench. Roberts made the smart choice to kick it out. Didn't have the most favorable matchup when she was going at Elsa Retzlaff, giving up some height there. Piper Janing will spell Parker Yagi. It's always fun to see how short these breaks always end up being. I'm gonna wager she's back by the 9:20 mark. That's my guess. It's 10:20 left to go in this opening half. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff has it. Sydney Roberts giving her a little bit of room to operate. Defense collapses, allows Peterson to be open on the perimeter. She attacks, and some great footwork to free herself up with a floater. Ruby Peterson into the scoring column and gives her squad the lead. 11-10 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Erin Blofis drops in for 2. Her first bucket to give her squad the lead right back. 12-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead. Elsa Retzlaff trying to take it right back, but off the mark. Rebounded by Blofis. Sydney Roberts looking for Blofis. She swings it back to Roberts, the pair of seniors that both start for this squad. Roberts tried going to a hop step, but ended up mishandling it and out of bounds off of Roberts. Jonica Bernadez back in the game for Anna Spear. So on the floor for the Cowgirls, we got the Janing girls, Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernadez, and Erin Blofis. Elsa Retzlaff gets her first breather of the night after playing almost half of the first half. Elin Retzlaff drops in the left corner. And a little give and go to Brooke Swedberg. Swedberg, who just recently checked in the game. Elin Retzlaff gets freed up for the reverse layup. She's having a fantastic start to this ball game and gives her squad the lead back with 9:10 left to go in this opening half. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. This timeout is brought to you by High Camp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. Back in 30 seconds.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, we are back with 9:10 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge down 13-12. Parker Yagi tries to get into Ava Janing, and they turn it over. And Cowgirls get a little taste of their own medicine, but then steal it right back. Parker Yagi, she's going to pull the 3 in transition off the back iron. Sydney Roberts trying to keep it alive. Jonica Bernadez, Johnny on the spot. No pun intended. Misses the layup, though. Parker Yagi gets the offensive rebound and somehow gets that one to drop. An unreal scoop layup from Yagi. She's got 4 boards by my count and 7 points along with it. Piper Janing swiping a steal. She's got her sister on her left side. Instead, she'll call her own number and draw the foul. Cowgirls up 14-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elin Retzlaff picks up the foul. Piper Janing at the stripe for Breck. Nothing but net on the first. Piper Janing's first points of the game. She's been getting involved in other ways. Got her for a couple assists, couple steals. Just off memory, I'm not actually keeping track of those. That's too tough. I have a hard enough time with points and rebounds, and I just started keeping track of rebounds recently. Piper Janing, 2-for-2 trip. 16-13 Breckenridge lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 8:25 left to go in this opening half. Sydney Roberts applying some great pressure defense on Ruby Peterson to force the miss. But Comets are getting the offensive rebounds like crazy today. Baseline floater off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. I got her for 3 boards thus far. Janing fires it down to Jonica Bernadez, who beat her defenders down the floor, but instead they'll go with an inside-out kick. And Bernadez doing a good job of tipping to keep it alive. Piper Janing comes out with it. They go inside to Parker Yagi, kind of mishandled. Yagi is able to cut through a pair of defenders and lay it in for 2 more. Parker Yagi willing her squad, and they're trying to turn Elsa Retzlaff over in the full court. A tall task, slowing down the freshman. Retzlaff get to the cup, and we'll draw the foul. Sydney Roberts applying the pressure, and by the way, we better congratulate Sydney Roberts, signing her letter of intent to play for North Dakota State College of Science. Congratulations to Sydney, continuing her volleyball career next year. Excited to see her bring that intensity over the Wildcats, and Jane Pace is probably going to just casually turn her into an All-American. You never know. I'm booking it right here. 18-13. Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And just like her last trip to the stripe, Elsa Retzlaff misses the front end. Retzlaff, 1 for 3 start of the stripe. Going to try to get that back to 50% here. Her squad down by 5, and she knocks it down. After a 6-0 run from the Cowgirls, we got an 18-14 lead after that free throw. Piper Janing drops off to Ava Janing. Ava Janing changing speeds, and they're going to say that was tipped. The Hillcrest faithful thought that it was going off of Ava Janing's arm, like she mishandled it, but they're going to say it was tipped. Aaron Blofus set to check into the ball game. Giving Parker Yagi a little bit of a rest. And by the way, I said she'd be back by the 9:20 mark. They subbed her back in at 9:10, so it was only like 10 seconds off. And Jonica Bernadez has in the left corner. As the Cowgirls don't go very deep to the bench. They usually go with 8 girls in the rotation. Kicked out to Piper Janing. And by the way, Mariah Coltis actually out with an injury, and somehow that didn't make the injury report when I was asked about that. So the Cowgirls going with 7 girls today. Jonica Bernadez drawing the foul, and somehow cuts through a pair of defenders to heave up a shot, but off the mark, and Piper Janing tries swiping it near the sideline, but none doing. Parker Yagi in for Anna Spear. So Ruby Peterson will be inbounding in front of the Breck bench, and we'll make sure to get an update on Coltis' status. My apologies, folks. Swung over to the left wing. And stolen away once again. Ava Janing coming away with it this time. Cowgirls kind of making their hay by forcing a bunch of turnovers, and the Comets doing it with offensive rebounds as Aaron Blofus and Parker Yagi trying to swipe it back, but they get it stolen away. Elsa Retzlaff pulls a 3 in transition, just chucking it up there, but ends up getting some backboard and some rim, and Cowgirls are off and running with it off the Piper rebound. Piper Janing swings it over to Jonica Bernadez. She's always got it locked and loaded, but misses this one. Piper Janing tried to keep it alive with the rebound, but none doing. Elin Retzlaff going right at the defender and turns it over. Jonica Bernadez has a one-on-one, hits that Euro step, and does not sink the layup. Piper Janing with the board and kick out to Parker Yagi. Yagi drops it off to Blofus and has it stolen away. And in Mariah Coltis' absence, we knew the front court was going to be a little barren, and Piper Janing doing her part on the glass. I got her for 7 rebounds already. And Ava Janing, she's wishing I was keeping track of steals because she's got a couple of them already and gets one right there. Piper Janing gets it back. Oh, what a way to attack the closeout to the floater! And they're going to call a timeout. I don't blame them. Piper Janing with the floater off the nice pump fake and go. 20-14 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the i3G Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
And welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. Breckenridge up 20-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Skipped over to the right corner. 3-pointers off the mark. Jonica Bernades tracking it down with Elsa Retzlaff. He gets tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Cowgirls. Breckenridge off to a very strong start to the ball game here. And if you guys missed it, I have just been raving about Piper Jennings. During the timeout break, I was raving about Piper Jennings' pump fake, a little pull-up there, or a little floater right before the break. So we'll see if that's a little something we get a little bit more of out of Jennings. And they're going to call a foul right up the sideline. It's been a physical ball game, but has not been a foul fest. This is our kind of basketball game, folks. But I will say that's the second foul on Elin Retzlaff, so maybe not her kind of ball game. They're going to let it buck with 2 fouls, though. They swing it over to Sydney Roberts on the right wing. She goes inside to Erin Blofis. Blofis looking to go with some bully ball, but has her shot blocked and rebounded by the Comets. And bring it up is Ruby Peterson. Peterson looking to drive by Sydney Roberts. Instead, she'll drop it off to Elin Retzlaff. Once again, playing with 2 fouls, so keep that in mind. Swung over to Berge, who is also playing with 2 fouls. Shot is off the mark. Sydney Roberts with the board. Sydney Roberts, senior leader on this squad, feeds it up to Ava Janing, who attacks the pair of defenders and lobs it up with the contact and lays it in for 2 more to stretch the lead to 8. 4:28 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff drops off to Elin Retzlaff. Off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi goes to the left-handed scoop off the mark, and Sydney Roberts tried tipping the rebound to her, and then Yagi couldn't hold on to it either, so out of bounds off Breckenridge. 4:13 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Piper Janing was getting set to check in. They gave her the buzz, but they're going to say, actually, let's just keep this game going. Elsa Retzlaff looking to drive by Ava Janing. Ooh, ends up hitting her with a nasty snatchback. And then the 3-pointer ends up, that should be out of play, I thought, but goes back in. Sydney Roberts. They're going to pretend it didn't hit any of the obstructions, I guess. Bizarre. But Parker Yagi out and running. Gets it to Sydney Roberts. It's it to Jonica Bernades on the left, or near the top of the key. Now to Ava Janing. Janing gets a ball screen. Swung over to Jonica Bernades on the left wing. Now she's driving inside. Kicks out to Sydney Roberts. She'll let it rip from 3. Almost banks it in. And also almost tracked down the offensive rebound. Look at the hustle from the Cowgirls. And that frees up Erin Blofis for a wide open layup. Look at that hustle. Sydney Roberts getting on the floor for the rebound. And Parker Yagi dropping it over to Erin Blofis. Now this shot's blocked. Rebounded by Blofis. They feed it up to Jonica Bernades on the left wing. Bernades trying to stretch this lead. They're up by 10 after that Blofis bucket. 3 minutes left to go in this opening half. They're looking for Yagi down low. Defense collapses. Yagi, oh my goodness! Goes with the reverse! Parker Yagi with the lay. 12-point lead for the Cowgirls, 26-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I have no idea how she got that one to drop. Elsa Retzlaff swings over to the left corner to Berge. Berge lets it rip. Doesn't get anything on that one. Long rebound for Erin Blofis. Actually, Sydney Roberts will come away with this one. Cowgirls in the driver's seat right now. Would love to keep their foot on the gas for the next 2:20. Ava Janing getting downhill with the left-handed finish. Off the mark. They've gotten some really generous rolls tonight, so I don't think they're going to have all the magic in the building here. 2:10 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff with the kick out. Wide open triple. That one's also way off the mark. Berge is the last one to touch it, it appears, and it is. Great turnout for the Breckenridge student section. No cowboy game on the road today, and also the band is here, so student section is in full effect. It's like 80% of the enrollment over there, I swear. Piper Janing, bit of an exaggeration, but you guys know what I mean. Piper Janing ends up losing the dribble, but Parker Yagi tracks it down, gets it to Ava Janing. Ava Janing goes through a pair of defenders and tosses up a very nifty floater for two. Ava Janing, we might have to get a timeout here. 28-14, $1:45 left to go. I guess they already had to call one timeout trying to stop this run, so I don't know if two is going to do the trick, but we'll see. Ruby Peterson gets it over to Elin Retzloff. Elin Retzloff drives inside with a floater off the mark, and Hillcrest Lutheran Academy is able to track this one down, and the little turnaround shot is off the mark. Hillcrest looks rattled. Sydney Roberts with the rebound. Pushing the break, drives inside with the left-handed scoop, and you cannot stop these Cowgirls. Sydney Roberts lays it in with the left, 30-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They drive inside, and Parker Yagi picks off the pass. Cowgirls out and running. Gets it over to the left wing to Piper Janing. Now dropped into Ava Janing. Can't leave Sydney Roberts wide open like that. That is why! Nothing but net! Sydney Roberts, ice cold. Just ice cold water in the veins, I swear. 33-14. This one is getting out of hand for the Comets. And Ava Janing swipes the steal, keeps it alive, gets it to Sydney Roberts. Roberts checked the bench, saying, what do you want me to do, coach? 4 seconds differential between the shot and game clock. Parker Yagi letting it run down as much as they want. Her squad up by 19. And they're going to come out and a little bit of contact there, and now they're going to call it on about the third hack. So foul on number 24, Ruby Peterson. Jonica Bernada is inbounding to the left of the Hillcrest bench. 20 seconds remaining on the shot and game clock. I guess there's 0.9 seconds left. 0.9 seconds differentiating the two. Skip pass over to Anna Spear on the left wing. Spear over to the right side to Jonica Bernades. Bernades chewing up some clock once again. They're looking to get an ISO potentially. Instead, they'll go to Sydney Roberts. She drops off to Anna Spear, who lets a three rip from the left side. Off the mark. Elsa Retzloff tracks it down. Coach Bogenreeve saying, let's not foul, let's not foul. Retzloff dishes it off. We got a heave from past half court. And we got a 33-14 score. Cowgirls red hot. Maybe their best half of the year thus far. 33-14 they lead. You are listening to Cowgirl basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KVMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnable office, and we got a lot to run through for that first half. Breckenridge up 33-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and the Cowgirls just absolutely red hot. We'll run through the scoring for you. First, we'll do Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, and they go like this with 6 points. They got Elin Retzloff and Elsa Retzloff, considered one of the top players in the area for sure. Breckenridge did a fantastic job on her, holding her to 2 points. And then 4 points off of the bench for Avea Stender. And then Ruby Peterson with 2 points. So 14 points for Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. The shots, it's been hard for them to drop, and they're getting on the offensive glass. If there's one thing I will tip my hat for them that has help them out here in this ball game, or maybe frustrate the Cowgirls a little bit, is that they're doing a good job getting on the offensive glass. But Breckenridge has been turning them over like crazy, whether it's Piper Janing or Ava Janing, Parker Yagi, pretty much all the girls are just swiping it like crazy. So let's run through their scoring. Parker Yagi, only 3 points fewer than the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy team. She had 11 points in this opening half. Then they got 5 apiece from Sydney Roberts and Jonica Bernades. 4 points from Piper Janing, Erin Blofus, and Ava Janing. 4 points apiece for all 3 of them once again. So 6 girls getting in the scoring column who are actually without Mariah Coltis in this ball game. I'll make sure on the next commercial break to run in, make sure to get a diagnosis there on how long of an injury timeline that's looking to be. My apologies once again, we didn't have that on the injury report prior to the game starting, but what a start from the Cowgirls. And here's my fun fact for the half, if you guys are looking for one. I'm sure you're not, but here it is anyways. Breckenridge held the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy to 14 points in this half. Breckenridge ended this half on a 15-0 run. So you take away that 15-0 run. I mean, that 15-0 run, they let alone outscored what Hillcrest did in the entire first half is kind of what I'm getting at here. But even without that run, they would still be in the lead. But just an absolute shocker of a first half, I guess I would say, because everybody knew this was going to be a very, very competitive ball game. And it still very well could be, obviously, because we've seen teams come back from more than this. So, with how good Hillcrest Lutheran Academy's been all year, I don't think they're really a team to play 2 halves like that. That is for sure. So I'm expecting a much improved squad. And Elsa Retzloff, I do not expect her to get held to 0 field goals in a half once again. I think that she's going to come out, and I don't even know if she's going to look to pass about first 5 possessions she gets the ball, because she's kind of got to take the bull by the horns here and help her squad turn this one around. But as it stands right now, her squad trails 33-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You are listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And I'm told it's just a, the one game sitting out for Mariah Coltis. So it looks like it's not a long-term injury, so that is good. I didn't get any details other than that, so we'll just leave it at that. And focus on a 33-14 ball game we got right here. And once again, I think that is the best first half we've seen from the Cowgirls. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me that loud on a broadcast. I was losing my mind. I almost threw my JB stat book onto the court. I was losing my mind so much. But I have just not seen the Cowgirls come out like this. I mean, as far as clicking on both ends, they've had some really good showings this year, but I don't think we've seen a half that good. Forcing turnovers like crazy, turning defense into offense, and just bullying on the perimeter with their defense and making the Comets visibly uncomfortable. I think they've done a fantastic job of kind of rattling them to start off. And once again, I don't think we're going to see that again in the second half. As far as like what the Comets kind of brought forth in the opening half, I'm expecting a much improved second half. But we'll see what the Cowgirls are going to bring to the table. Once again, one girl down in the rotation, so kind of slimmer numbers than they usually have. So if the wheels are going to fall off in the second half, I guess it would be on a night like tonight where they're kind of shorthanded. But we shall see as we are about to start off the second half. You've been listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. And once again, without Mariah Coltis, the Cowgirls go out with their 5 starters: Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernades, Parker Yagi, Piper Janing, and Aaron Blofus. And then Ava Janing and Anna Spear coming off the bench in this one have been really great contributors. And I think that just defensively, this full court press has just been outstanding with Parker Yagi and Jonica Bernades and Piper Janing. Piper Janing's kind of been the X factor of their defense, and she's also been holding it down in the paint where the Cowgirls are shorthanded without Coltis, because now they only have one post in the rotation. So they're going to try to keep their momentum going. One of those things where you got to keep the focus from the first half, because they were dialed in the first half for sure. Same starting 5 for the Cowgirls. Same starting 5 for Hillcrest Lutheran Academy as well, with Emerson Berge, Stella Moline, Elsa Retzlaff, Elin Retzlaff, and Ruby Peterson. Cowgirls ended the half on a 15-0 run. Excuse me. Once again, a 15-0 run. 15 points, more points than Hillcrest was able to muster for the entire half. So the Cowgirls just had it clicking. We'll see if they can repeat that in the second half as we wrap up the Minn Kota Products halftime show. They're looking for a mismatch down low. Kick it out to Ruby Peterson for an open triple. Great action to free themselves up for the triple. Ruby Peterson gets the party started with the triple. Jonica Bernades feeds it out to Piper Janing. Almost has it stolen away in front of her bench. Tries dropping off to Aaron Blofis. That's a turnover right out of the gate. So a nice sequence here for Hillcrest to get the second half started. Trailed by 19 at the half. Elin Retzloff attacks the closeout. And a little floater off the mark, but rebounded by Hillcrest. Elsa Retzloff kicks it out to the right corner. They're looking down low for the post-up. They kick it out to the left corner, and Berge wide open and ends up having her shot blocked, and now out of bounds off of Berge. Parker Yagi will inbound to Jonica Bernades. Bernades with a pair of defenders waiting for her right there. They'll inbound to Sydney Roberts instead. Roberts over to Bernades. Jonica Bernades. Pair of defenders waiting for her. Dishes it out to Piper Janing. She attacks right away for the left-handed layup. Bud misses it. Ruby Peterson bringing that senior leadership down the floor. And some great ball movement to free up a mid-range jumper, but off the mark, rebounded by Aaron Blofis. Breckenridge coming out for their first points of the second half with a Sydney Roberts layup. 35-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Roberts gets the lead to back up to 18. Elin Retzloff trying to answer with a triple. Back-to-back triples by Hillcrest to open up the second half. 35-20 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades goes through a pair of defenders. The trap does not phase her. Bernades dribbling over to the half-court circle, swings it over to the right wing to Sydney Roberts in front of her squad student section. And Parker Yagi misses the reverse layup. A great look inside. She gets most of those to drop, so you're never going to knock her for it. Just under 16 minutes left to play in the ball game. Elsa Retzloff getting her first field goal of the ball game. Hillcrest coming out with an 8-2 run to start this off. 35-22 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Bernades picks up her dribble, gets it to Parker Yagi. Sydney Roberts dishes it off to the short corner, swung around. Parker Yagi thought about the triple. She'll get it to Bernades instead. She puts up the triple off the mark and almost rebounded by the Cowgirls. Elin Retzloff ends up getting on the floor for it. And Comets are out and running. Elsa Retzloff, her squad down by 13. Picks up her dribble, kicks out to Ruby Peterson. She thought about the triple, but moves the ball to Elin Retzloff for another triple. And an 11-2 run to start off the second half. 10-point game. Cowgirls get a shock to the system to start off the second half. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. This timeout is brought to you by Highcamp Construction.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. An 11-2 run by Hillcrest to start off the second half, and they're saying we're not going away easily. 10-point game. Ava Janing now has the ball after recently checking in for Piper Janing. She tries going inside to Aaron Blofis. Blofis, some great give-and-go action to Ava Janing for the layup. Ava Janing able to stop the bleeding. 37-25 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as this pass is tipped out of bounds by Yagi. Got a couple subs coming into the ball game with Abea Stender as well as Ella Knutson. Elsa Retzloff with the ball. 14:40 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parker Yagi gets a ball screen. Retzloff gets downhill and one! Retzloff was held without a field goal in the opening half. She's got 2 early layups. And now a free throw coming as well. Cuts the lead back down to 10. 37-27 with 14:34 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, but Elsa Retzlaff misses the free throw. Jonica Bernades with the ball. Bernades swings it to Sydney Roberts in the right corner. Roberts to Ava Janning at the top of the key. Bernades has it in front of her squad student section once again. She has just been feasting on the wings this year. Sydney Roberts ends up getting fouled. Ruby Peterson got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Anna Spear will spell Aaron Blofus. Sydney Roberts inbounding in front of the Breck bench. Gets into Ava Janning. Janning swings it over to the right wing to Bernades. Bernades pass fake, dribbles over to near the top of the key. Swung over to the left wing. Sydney Roberts with a very nice move inside and then scoops it in for 2. Sydney Roberts with 4 of her squad's first 6 points of the half. They're up by 12 once again. Kicked out to Elsa Retzlaff, who's wide open for a triple. Off the mark. Hillcrest gets the rebound, though, and then swiped away. Oh, actually a jump ball. 39-27 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Breckenridge has the possession after the jump ball. Jonica Bernades to Parker Yagi. Yagi dishes it up to Sydney Roberts, who's trying to get behind the press. And Roberts has her baseline pass batted out of bounds. And the way they're doing it is they have 4 of their defenders kind of playing up, trying to cause that pressure in the full court. And then Breckenridge is trying to beat them down because they have 2 girls down there with only 1 defender. So they were hoping that if they sailed it down there, Sydney Roberts would kick past the defender, but they recovered well, and the help defense came to help out as well. Jonica Bernades scoops in with the right hand for 2. Bernades with 7 points. Her squad's up 41-27 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ruby Peterson with a push-off! And Sydney Roberts, I think this is at least the 3rd game in a row that I'm singing her praises for taking a charge. She always gets 1, and that's 3 fouls on Ruby Peterson. 41-27 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowgirls were up by 19 at the half. Have had the lead cut down to 10 here in the second half at a couple points, actually, as Ava Janning turns it over. Elin Retzloff with the ball. Retzloff going at Ava Janning, changes speeds, drops it off to Berge. Berge with a hard drive inside. She'll draw the foul. We got Berge at the stripe. And Piper Janning picks up the foul, her first. Pair of free throws coming for Berge. First one is off the mark as her squad has been struggling at the stripe. They've only got there 6 times, but they've missed 4 of them. So cannot be giving up any points at the line. With a double-digit deficit in this ball game. Oh, another missed free throw. 41-27. 13:03 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades has it in the right corner. Bernades swung over to Parker Yagi at the left wing, and she has it picked loose. Elin Retzloff hunkering down for the steal. Only a 7th grader once again. Elsa Retzloff, you cannot leave her wide open, and that is why. Just a walk-up triple. 41-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Yagi gets it to Jonica Bernades. She's to the left of the top of the key. Over to Piper Janning on the left wing. Janning decides not to attack. Gets it out to Bernades. Bernades will attack and has it stripped loose. Elin Retzloff once again with the quick hands. Kicks it off to Elsa Retzloff, who drives in with a floater. Off the mark, Jonica Bernades. Excuse me, hauls in the rebound. Ava Janning swings it to Parker Yagi. Yagi puts up a 3, and she won't get the foul along with it despite the contact, but that's all right by her. 44-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff looking to get past Ava Janning. Janning almost picked her pocket. Elsa Retzlaff a little slow to get up. And then Hillcrest turns it over into their own bench. Luckily, Elsa Retzlaff is good to go still. She was a little slow to get up. Piper Janning inbounding from the Hillcrest bench. Piper Janning gets it to Ava Janning. Ava Janning swings it over to Parker Yagi. Sydney Roberts now has it on the right wing. Almost lost the dribble for a second there. Excuse me. Ava Janning led a three rip, and she knocks it down. Ava Janning's second bucket of the half leads back up to 17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Oh, almost a turnover. Awkward sequence from Berge, but then she makes up for it with a drop-off assist. My apologies, folks. Stender with the layup. 15-point game with 11:05 left to play. Ava Janning lost her dribble, but somehow was able to drop it off to Sydney Roberts. And this has just been a fantastic Section 6A showing tonight, folks. Fourth foul on Ruby Peterson, the senior starter. Parker Yagi will get a quick breather here. The other four starters are on the floor along with Ava Janning. Aaron Bloffus with the ball. And beautiful drop off to Ava Janning. Love that action off the inbound play. Ava Janning into double figures with 11. 49-32 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff picks up her dribble, kicks out to the left wing. Berge drops it off to an open post player. Oh, that's about as close to an N1 as you can get. It hung on the rim for about a full second and then ended up dropping the other way somehow. Must be a draft in here. But heading to the stripe for her first points of the night is number 20, Kaylin Allstad. Bloffus picks up her second foul. The lefty shot is up and off the mark. So the free throw woes continue. And Hillcrest Lutheran Academy was 2 for 4 in the second half. They said it's not going to get worse than that, and now they've missed their first 4 to start the second half. Not ideal. And there's the reverse jinx right there. They make their fifth. 49-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades going to drive past the defender. Their squad's up by 16 with 10:20 left to go. Sydney Roberts kicks it out to Piper Janning for an open look. Off the mark, Aaron Bloffus almost squeezed the rebound, but Hillcrest came away with it. They feed it up to Elin Retzlaff, just a 7th grader. Kicks it out to an open shooter, but instead she'll drop it into the high post area. Swings it over to Elsa Retzlaff. They're trying to force her baseline. And then she drops it off to Elin Retzlaff, and a little bit of contact there, no call. Jonica Bernades with the board. Bernades calling her own number to push tempo, and then we'll dribble back out to the three-point line. Left-handed swing pass over to Ava Janning. Now she swings in the left corner. They're looking for Bloffus down low. Bloffus drops it off to Sydney Roberts. Piper Janning was wide open, but instead she'll drive inside and will not get the teardrop to fall. Out of bounds off of Bloffus. $16-point lead for the Cowgirls. Parker Yagi back in after the quick minute-and-a-half break. She's on the floor with Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernades, Piper Janning, and Aaron Bloffus, all 5 starters. Elsa Retzlaff will bring it up. She dishes it off to Ella Knudsen. Back to Elsa Retzlaff. Elin Retzlaff is going to let it rip from the top of the key. Off the mark, rebounding Knudsen. She drops it off to the high post area, but the jumper is off the mark. Piper Janning able to get the long rebound. And then there's a foul called. They're going to say it was on the, or actually they're going to say out of bounds on the Cowgirls. Apologies, thought it was a foul. 16-point lead for the Cowgirls with 9:12 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elin Retzlaff with the ball. Drops it off to Knudsen. Ella Knudsen. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Bernades. Jonica Bernades was looking to swing it, but instead will dribble it back out near the top of the key. Denies the ball screen. Drops it off to Parker Yagi. She swings into a wide-open Sydney Roberts on the right wing and does not get it to drop. Rebounded by the Comets. Knudsen bring it up. Knudsen trying to drive on Bernades. Instead, she'll hand it off to Elin Retzloff. Breckenridge doing a good job taking away the drives, and Parker Yagi doing a good job, but they're going to say she actually was in the circle. We're going to talk it over first. This official's been a little goofy with the hand signals here. All right. So Yagi tried taking a charge, but instead we got an N1 coming for Elsa Retzloff. Her second old school three-point play opportunity. We'll see if she's able to convert this one after missing on the last one. But we got a 14-point ball game. Cowgirls up 49-35 with 8:30 left to go. We got a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back as Elsa Retzloff completes the old school three-point play. 49-36 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades trying to shake Elsa Retzloff. Just carving up the defense tonight. Parker Yagi with a beautiful dribble kick. Sydney Roberts makes the extra pass over to the left corner, but Anna Spears' three is off the mark. Parker Yagi swipes it away and is not able to sink the layup. Yagi getting back on defense. Elsa Retzloff with the ball. Three-pointer could cut it back down to 10. Instead, they'll go inside for an easy bucket. Kaylin Alstad. She has 3 points, all coming here in the second half. 49-38. 6-0 run for Hillcrest. Sydney Roberts trying to do something about it. Feeds it up to Parker Yagi in the right corner. Yagi drives inside, and they're going to call a push-off on her. Yagi was trying to euro around the defender and ended up sending her flying instead. Third foul on Yagi. Sydney Roberts will get a breather. Ava Janing in the ballgame. So both of the senior leaders on the bench, Erin Blofus and Sydney Roberts. Ava Janing and Jonica Bernades the top of the full court press. They feed it up to Elin Retzloff. Elin Retzloff kicks out to a wide open Knudsen. And her three is off the mark. That would have been massive for the momentum swing in here. Jonica Bernades with the board. She gets downhill with the right-handed layup and one! Jonica Bernades. An absolute dog. Finishing with the contact. 7:23 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After a bit of a scoring drought for the Cowgirls. Bernades misses the free throw. Parker Yagi almost got the rebound, but had it ripped away. Hillcrest launching it down the floor. Oh, almost a travel, but they get out to Knudsen. Knudsen. Dribble kick to Ruby Peterson. Peterson looking to drive on Spear. Right-handed layup off the mark. Once again, very physical ball game here. A lot of contact on that one. Kick out to Elin Retzloff, and she does not make him pay with the three. But the offensive rebounds continue to be a killer for the Cowgirls. Ruby Peterson looking to drive on Anna Spear. Instead, she'll, oh, what a steal from Piper Janing. She was right there waiting for her when she turned around, and then Janing lays it in for two more. That is just as good of defensive IQ as you're going to see. Just camping out there waiting for the spin move, and don't mind if I do, I'm swiping that and going for two. 53-38 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Knudsen thought about the triple. Kicks it out to Retzloff in the left corner instead. Parker Yagi straight up with the defense for sure, and kicked out and kind of mishandled, but tracked down. Skipped over to the right corner for a triple. Off the mark, but rebounded by the Comets once again, and a layup for Alstad. Using that size advantage, 53-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now Anna Spear is going to get called for the hook as she was trying to free herself up, get a little room, but ended up swinging an elbow on a defender, so that's going to be an offensive foul. 53-40 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Spear heads to the bench, as does Piper Janing. Piper Janing, I got her for 8 points as she heads to the bench. 5:50 left to go. Cowgirls up by 13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They led by 19 at the half. Kicked out to the left corner. Berge will get called for the travel. Just a little bit too much movement when she picked up the dribble there, dragged the foot, and we know how that goes. Jonica Bernades inbounds to Parker Yagi. Yagi to Bernades. Bernades tried to draw the foul near half court. Dribbles past the defenders, kicks it out to Parker Yagi. She'll attack the closeout. And just the way that Bernades plays basketball sometimes, it's just so effortless. The way she kind of just goes through the defense and then just dribbles it right back out, just no problemo. I commend her. I would love to have a floor general like that on my squad, and she's just as good off the ball, which is crazy. Bernades is going to throw it up to Sydney Roberts. She'll let it go to the other side of half court, knowing that the over and back isn't going to get called. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:22 left on the game clock. Cowgirls up 53-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung around to Ava Janing. She'll dribble into the arc and then kick it out to Sydney Roberts. Roberts looking to turn on the dribble package. Kicks it out to Ava Janing. And she knocks it down in front of the Breck student section. Ava Janing with her second big triple of the half. I got her for 10 points this half alone. 14 on the night. Kicked out to the left corner to Elin Retzloff. Don't want to leave her open, but she ends up sailing it. Yagi with the board. Parker Yagi. Thought about dribbling inside the arc. Swings it over to Sydney Roberts, and she ends up missing the shot. Ava Janing trying to fight for the board, but Elin Retzloff too strong coming out with it. Retzloff drives inside, leads it short. Bernades with the board. They're going to say, let's slow this down. We got 4.5 minutes left, folks. 16-point lead. Jonica Bernades gets it to Parker Yagi. Yagi fake the dribble, or fake the handoff, and then this time actually hands it off to Bernades, who's going to step back for a midi off the mark. But Sydney Roberts tracking down the long rebound. Look at the hustle. Can expect a lot of good hustle plays out of her. We got him tonight. You can pretty much book him every night. Jonica Bernades with a deep triple off the back iron. Rebounded by Hillcrest. 56-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 3:55 left to go. Cowgirls trying to prove that they are the top team to watch out for in Section 6A. Elin Retzloff puts up the three. Elsa Retzloff got laid out. Shot was off the mark. Bernades with the board. I got Bernades for 9 rebounds to match her 9 points. Bernades gets a ball screen from Blofus. Drops it off to Sydney Roberts on the left side of the floor. Roberts, is able to shake Retzloff. Get to the cup with the right-handed layup, and she'll draw the foul. Love that combination from her. kind of a little hezzy, and then a hezzy, and then there it goes on the third one. You thought I was going to hezzy again, didn't you? Good job by Sydney Roberts. $56.40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Sydney Roberts misses the free throw. They are 0 for 2 as a team at the stripe here in the second half. And once again, has not been a foul fest by any means, even though the Cowgirls are one foul away from the penalty. And now we got a free throw violation. I think Blofis might have gone a little early on that one, so free throw won't count. 56-40 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Elsa Retzlaff. Cowgirls been doing a good job of limiting her tonight. They forced her up the right sideline. She's able to make the skip pass over to left wing, and then the extra pass over to left corner, and the Comets, once again, have gone cold. Elsa Retzlaff trying to do something about it. Sparks her squad by kicking it out to the left corner. Great ball movement to free up Knutson for a three. Elsa Retzlaff with another offensive rebound. They swing it over to the right side. Knutson fires it into Ruby Peterson. Back out to Knutson. And Elsa Retzlaff leaves the floater, and Aaron Bloff is fighting for the rebound on the floor, and somehow Ava Janing comes out with it. Ava Janing, and also somehow the first one down the floor, but misses the shot. Sydney Roberts with another clutch offensive rebound. Piper Janing hits that Euro step, and she's drawing the foul. Piper Janing sitting on 8 points and 8 rebounds as well. Had 7 of those in the first half alone. She was carrying the Cowgirls on the glass, her and Parker Yagi. And now it's kind of been the Jonica Bernades show hitting the glass for the second half. As Piper Janing gets a friendly roll on the first. Could hit double figures here with this next free throw. Cowgirls have scored the last 5. Though the Comets have got this lead down to 10 on multiple occasions. Free throw is up and off the mark. Elsa Retzlaff pushing tempo. Pulls up for 3. Off the mark and rebounded by Bernades. Jonica Bernades pulls down her 10th board and hits that behind the back dribble. Takes it back out to chew up some clock. Piper Janing. Not sure if she has that same prerogative, but Ava Janing now has it. Over to Sydney Roberts. If this is how physical they're going to let him play in the playoffs, which we are all hoping it is, that could definitely benefit the Cowgirls, who I think have greatly benefited from a physical brand of basketball tonight. Jonica Bernades cuts through a pair of defenders, but misses the layup. I think it's just been the the gap defenses. Not really scared the Cowgirls too much, which I think has been a big factor here. As you can tell by me saying split the defenders about 9 different times. If they see the trap coming, they're like, that's all right. Just zoom through really quick here. I'm not too worried about it. $1:40 left on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Foul number 4 on Parker Yagi. $1:40 left in this ball game. Parker Yagi and Piper Janing at the bottom of the blocks, as first free throw is good from Ruby Peterson. $57.41 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Cowgirls trying to come away with a statement win here near the end of the regular season. And Jonica Bernades with another rebound. Sydney Roberts goes to that spin move, kicks it out to Piper Janing. Once again, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to run as much clock as they can on this possession before they look to get a shot up. Bernades over to Sydney Roberts. Roberts attacks the closeout, goes to a floater, off the mark. Elin Retzlaff feeds it up to Elsa Retzlaff. Elsa Retzlaff gets downhill. Ruby Peterson gets an open look off the extra pass, off the mark, as once again the Comets remain cold. Ava Janing tracks down the loose ball. So Cowgirls with a 16-point lead, just under a minute left to go. and are just going to try to close this one out as Sydney Roberts gets fouled near half court. And what has been a dominant showing from the shorthanded Cowgirls, who, already usually play with an 8-girl rotation, so they did not reach number 8 in the rotation until just now with 52 seconds remaining as Colin Howe checks in the ballgame. Jonica Bernadez and Parker Yagi will check out and get a great ovation from the crowd. Sydney Roberts with the 1-and-1 free throw. Knocks down the first. $58-41 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and it remains that after the missed free throw. Elin Retzloff swings it in the right corner. Elin Retzloff gets it again. A lot of contact on the layup, but off the mark. Rebounded by Ava Janing. Ava Janing, 2 seconds between the shot and game clock. So the Cowgirls can take a shot clock violation here, and then Hillcrest will get it back with 2 seconds left. And get a great ovation from this crowd. Cowgirls, once again, with a statement win. It's the other top subsection team. Breckenridge, currently atop the South with Hillcrest at the top of the North. 2-1, and it looks like there's going to be 3 seconds left. Or 2.4 seconds left after the shot clock violation, and Hillcrest can take a heave at the bucket if they want. But I don't think there's a 17-point shot in basketball at this point. We'll see in a couple weeks, but I'm kidding, obviously. Elsa Retzlaff puts one up at the buzzer, and that will do it. 58-41, your final. Breckenridge Cowgirls come through for the Section 6A victory. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network. We'll be back with your Miller Realty postgame show.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
$58-41 your final on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Let's dive into your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge. And oh boy, what a fun game that was. 58-41 your final. Breckenridge coming away with the victory. Top team in subsection, or the 6A South subsection, coming up with the victory over the top team in the North. And it sounds like that's where Hillcrest is going to stay as well. As I was told, Hancock was forced to forfeit the game tonight. I don't know if it was a numbers thing or what the situation was, but that kind of locked it up for Hillcrest despite the loss tonight. But once again, 58-41 your final, as Breckenridge was actually outscored in the second half by 2 points. They led by 19 at the half. And let's run through the scoring for you. I know that's what you're here for anyway. It's part of your State Farm Stat Report brought to you by the State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Amanda's got you covered over in Breckenridge. Matt's got you covered in Wahpeton. And then the Retzlaff girls had 12 apiece. Elsa Retzlaff held to 12 points, 10 of them coming in the second half, and she didn't even have a field goal in the first half. So Breckenridge Cowgirls were keen on her very well. Elin Retzlaff had 6 points in each half, a couple triples in the second half. Ribby Peterson also hit from deep in the second half. She had 6 points, as did number 21, Avea Stender. 5 points from number 20. And my apologies, got to double check number 20's name. Caitlin Allstad had 5 points, all of them coming in the second half. So 5 girls getting in the scoring column, 2 of them coming off the bench. And now for the Cowgirls, we'll run through their scoring as they have 6 girls in the scoring column. And also I got rebounds for you, so I'll make sure to tally those up real quick as well. And leading the way with 14 points was Parker Yagi. She actually tied the lead in scoring with Ava Janing. Excuse me. As Parker Yagi did a bulk of the heavy lifting in the first half with 11 points. Ava Janing was the second half standout with 10 of her 14 points coming after the halftime break. Sydney Roberts joined them in double figures with 10. Jonica Bernadez not far behind with 9. And then we got 7 points for Piper Janing. And Aaron Blofus ended with 4. And now for the rebound numbers. I got Jonica Bernadez, outstanding night on the glass with 10 rebounds. Just a point shy of a double-double. That's always kind of a twist of the knife when you miss it by points, but it is what it is. Piper Janing also was fantastic on the glass, especially with 7 in the first half. She had 8 rebounds and 7 points. And Sydney Roberts had 6 rebounds of her own. Parker Yagi had 6 as well. So once again, Cowgirls were without Mariah Coltis tonight, so a little short-handed there on the interior, but they did their. They had a lot of girls who were picking up the slack on the glass, but obviously the offensive rebounds still were kind of piling up more than they would have liked. But you know what? Still get the same end result no matter how many offensive rebounds you're giving up either way. So once again, 58-41 your final. Your Miller Realty postgame show. We'll take a quick break. Come back with your play of the game brought to you by Red River Agency and your player of the game brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to Breck Basketball on B92.7 FM and the Miller Realty postgame show.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM. And it's time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge, Red River Agency. And for today, you know what we're going with, and you guys know me, I can never nail it down to just one specific play. So we're going to have to go with the 15-0 run to close out the opening half and put the Cowgirls firmly in the driver's seat for the rest of this ball game and give themselves a 19-point cushion at halftime. A 15-0 run, and I will say it once again. I know I've already said it a couple times. 15-0 run, 15 points scored more, or that's more points than Hillcrest was allowed in the opening half as they went in the locker room with 14 points as a whole. So that 15-0 run was just an insane sequence. It seemed like Breckenridge was knocking down all the big shots, and that was definitely as loud as this place got before halftime. So Breckenridge was dialed in, led by almost 20 at halftime, and it was all because of that massive run right before the break. So fantastic showing from them. I think that was the best basketball we've seen from them during that stretch, if you're asking me personally. But we've seen a lot of good games from them this year, so everyone's probably sick of me saying that was the best game. But I swear, that first half was crazy. So fantastic showing from them, and then very solid second half as well. Obviously not the same fireworks as the first half, as they were kind of playing a little bit with the cushion. Obviously you lose a little bit of the teeth there sometimes. That's just human nature. So Breckenridge Cowgirls put together a very strong showing tonight, though, against a very tough team that actually only had 3 losses coming into this ball game. So and 20 wins already on the year. So hats off to Hillcrest. We're looking forward I would love to see if these two teams could run into each other again because obviously that means it's kind of good news for both squads. So Red River Agency play of the game. Your hometown agents in Breckenridge is going to that 15-0 run by the Cowgirls to wrap up the opening half. And now for your player of the game, brought to you by Essential Health, here with you. Oh, boy. Once again, we got a lot of options. But I think I'm going to have to go with, oh, boy. You guys know me, folks. I always am just wrestling with this over the air. We got a lot of girls who turned in really solid halves, but I think I'm going to go with Jonica Bernades this time around. I hope I didn't go with her last game. Apologies if I did, folks. I tried to spread around as much as I can, but like I said, they only had a 7-girl rotation. What do you expect? I think all these girls have already got it multiple times, but we're going to go with Jonica Bernades tonight just because I thought her poise was just outstanding for getting the Cowgirls into their offense, and I thought that was kind of huge. 5 points in the first half, 4 in the second half. I know that doesn't look too great, but the 8 rebounds in the second half was massive, especially because, once again, we already talked about they were shorthanded in the front court. I had the Cowgirls for 15 rebounds as a team in the second half, and 8 of them were by Bernades. So I just thought she did an outstanding job getting on the glass, and also just making sure that everything was running smoothly, being the floor general out there that they've always kind of leaned on her to be. So it was outstanding showing from her. But there are so many other girls I could have gone with. Sydney Roberts is one of her better games of the year, I thought, as well, of just playing a really sharp game. And then Parker Yagi had the outstanding first half to kind of get her squad the advantage. And then Ava Janning was the killer in the second half, putting them away. So, like I said, there's a lot of girls that could have gone with tonight. It's going to be Jonica Bernades. And fantastic showing from the Cowgirls once again. And thank you all so much for tuning in. And make sure to loop back here tomorrow, as well as we'll have the Breckenridge doubleheader, the girls and boys taking on Staples Motley. Make sure to tune in for that. We'll have it on B92.7 once again and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. So thank you all for tuning in to the Miller Realty postgame show and to this entire broadcast. Your final score one more time. Breckenridge showing they are the top dogs in Section A, at this point, 58-41 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Thanks for listening, folks.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.